compromised.
It's JP with the Golden State Warriors. Now back to the morning roast with Bonte Hill and Joe Shasky.
All right, we got Erik Webb coming up, but starting this Wednesday, we're giving you and a guest a chance to go to Chase Center and attend the Warriors introductory press conference with the player they draft. We'll be showing you a keyword on YouTube and Twitch at certain points of the show, and you will qualify by texting those words to our short code. It all starts Wednesday, so search 95.7 The Game on YouTube and Twitch right now so you are ready to go. Watch that rookie hoist that new Golden State Warriors jersey, whoever it will be, next to Joe Lacob, if Mike Dunleavy Jr. or Kirk Lacob, who the hell knows, but it won't be Bob Myers. That's one thing we do know. It's CP3. We ended the last segment. We'll get to Erik Webb in just a second. So I'll just say this right now. The fan of me wants nothing to do with CP3. The fan of me, nothing to do with Chris Paul. For business, for content, for radio, Bonte, I'll bring in CP3 all day long. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, hey there.
Oh, my Lord. Chris Paul to the Golden State Warriors? 888-957-9570. Boom. We got a show. But it also means that Jordan Poole may be on the way out. Because there's no way Jordan Poole and Chris Paul are sharing the basketball.
I mean, I feel like there's no way Jordan Poole and Draymond Green are sharing a locker room.
Chris Paul? Are you serious? He's
wouldn't we all be surprised?
We keep talking about defense, and that's the last guy you want to bring in for defense.
I just don't know why you're so mad at it. It's just a suggestion.
No, you guys all talk about defense, and Chris Paul can't guard a traffic cone. Literally can't guard a traffic cone.
He fits right in with the rest of the team.
All right, we'll get back to the Golden State Warriors. Let's talk some Giants who had a tough weekend at the Yard. Logan Webb got the tough luck loss Friday going up against Marcus Stroman. That was DeSclafani. Logan Webb pitched at Coors Field, and the Giants picked him up in that dramatic come-from-behind win Wednesday, June 7th against the Rockies 5-4. But Logan Webb has pitched well, although the win-loss record doesn't say so. He's pitched really, really well, and he's got rewarded with a new $90 million contract. Let's talk to Pops, who's active on Twitter, and I'm sure he's probably had to block us or mute us on Twitter. Erik Webb joins the Morning Roast for the first time with Joe Shasky, the Butcher, and Bonte Hill. Erik, good morning, and what in the hell made you want to get on these airwaves with us, with these two jabronis here?
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. And I don't know, just be nice to me, all right?
All right,
come on.
We'll try. We will not tweet at you.
Come on.
We won't tweet a bad thing about Logan Webb. I'll just do that through my burner
life that
account.
my dad wishes he could be living.
Exactly.
Going to his son, watching to pitch for the local team. I mean, every time I see you post a photo from the stands, I'm like, dude, what an awesome story.
Yeah, no, it's pretty cool. I'm sure you know the whole background behind the fact that we grew up. Oh, never mind. I'm not even going to get into that. Yeah, no, it's awesome.
No, start there. I want to start there. I was just in Elk Grove this weekend, so we took our Little League San Francisco All-Star team up there, and we got our heads kicked in by all the amazing baseball programs up there. So, this is 12U, right? And a lot of these kids play 2 and 3 sports. Your son played every sport growing up, or was baseball always his first love? Take us back to the beginning.
No, actually, you know what? Actually, football.
Yeah.
Yes, baseball was his first love. I mean, I would come home from work. He was not even 3 years old, and he'd be out back with one of those little the little things that you step on it.
Oh yeah.
Step back and it pops a little wiffle ball up in the air, and my neighbors used to complain because they'd be bringing over 5-10 wiffle balls from that he'd hit over their fence, but into their pool. But baseball was. Football, though, he loved playing football.
Cool.
So Friday nights, that was his thing. That was a tough one for him to give up, and I know he still misses it. He talks about it all the time.
Yeah, we know he talks about his Raiders, too. Erik Webb here on the Morning Roast. Of course, Logan went to Rockland High School up in Rockland, California, just past Sacramento. And at the Positive Coaches Alliance, I saw Logan there, and he honored his high school football coach.
Oh, that's cool.
And he talked about some of the principles he learned in the game of football, being a quarterback or whatnot. Do you still have those things boy, what if Logan was quarterback in the Niners?
You see how much Jalen Hurts got in money?
Yeah,
Maybe he picked the wrong sport.
$90 million, man. That is chump change compared to what Logan, Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes are making, Erik.
Oh, yeah. No, Patty. Yeah, no, that's I'm not going to. Yeah, chump change. It is. but nobody's complaining.
Nobody should complain. So we'll talk about some of those principles he learned and brought to the baseball diamond, because you see him on that mound there. He never loses his composure. Agreed. Watching him in that 2021 season when the Giants won 107 games, we didn't know, can he start a game 1 against the Dodgers? Can he start a game 5? And I think he more than held his own. You see him in these pitching matchups, he doesn't flinch. Now, the results doesn't always go his way. How much did football impact his composure on the mound? He kind of lives for those moments. If he's not pitching and it went all the way back, like you said. I mean, it went back to the Little League and travel ball, and he wanted the ball. And he was mad if he didn't get it. I had to try and explain to him, you can't, you just pitch, there's pitch count, you can't, but I mean, he wanted the ball all the time. Football, though, I mean, like you guys just said, I mean, quarterbacking, you're kind of in control. You're the captain out on the field. And it carries over to pitching. Like you said, the big games he absolutely lived for. So, and Jason was, Jason had everything to do with Jason Adams, who's the coach that he honored at the PCA.
Yeah. Jason's the best. And that guy just brings out, you ask any parent, they had no problem handing their kid over to Jason and letting him teach them life lessons. So,
Erik, take me through your guys' relationship. Like, whether it's game day, it's not game day. Are you guys talking? Are you texting? I mean, like, how much dialogue is there regarding baseball and the performances, or is it just strictly everything but baseball?
You know what? He probably would like it to be a little less baseball, but it's kind of hard, because I'm constantly asking. So we talk and text pretty much, if not every day, every other day. And we have our, he loves talking baseball with me, but I'm sure I thought, I was just thinking about it the other day, because when he called me and he was driving from Lafayette to, he was sitting in traffic on the Bay Bridge, and he was probably, I'm picking his brain, and he was probably like, Dad, why don't you ask me, let's talk about the upcoming, draft or anything but that.
Right.
Dad,
talk about the Raiders. Talk about what he ate for lunch, what he's having for dinner. So, So April 14th, he signs a new one. We're talking to Erik Webb, the father of Logan, of course, Logan Webb, the ace of the Giants. He signed a 5-year, $90 million contract extension with the Giants. And no, Erik, that's not chump change. We all live for that. One day in radio, we know we're not getting that money from radio, so maybe we hit the lotto one day. But what is the first thing Logan did when he did sign for big money with the Giants? He got the $600,000 signing bonus coming out of high school there. What's the first thing Logan bought? And do you advise him when it comes to finances?
No. No, I don't. No. No. I let the professionals handle the financial advice. What's the first thing he didn't. For what? For the most recent contract?
Well, he already had money in the bank with the most recent contract, $90 million. He probably already had everything. That's just icing on the cake.
You know what?
First got that signing
Did he get
bonus.
a truck?
Right.
Yeah. No. Yes, I did. So I did advise him on. He was all excited. He was down in Arizona. He was down in Scottsdale, and he kept driving by this little used car lot that had. This guy's brilliant. This dealer. He would buy trucks and just soup them up,
cool.
Big old lift kits, tires, wheels, tint out the windows. And his lot was literally right by the minor league complexes. And so he that guy sold to nothing but these 18, 19-year-old kids, that just got, just signed whatever bonus, whatever bit of money they got. And so I told him, I told him, hey, look, he called me and said, Dad, I fell in love with this truck. And so I said, hey, you know what? Go for it. This is how much, don't spend any more than this much. And, so yeah, that was his first purchase. He loved that truck. He misses that truck.
Who's his best friend on the team, Eric? Who's the guy that he confides with the most? Like, who's he goofing around with?
On the team?
Yeah.
Oh man. Honestly, there's more than a couple.
Well, what's the crew?
Well, he loves Brendan Crawford. I know that. Him and B. Craw hang tough.
Yeah, but it's true that they say pitchers kind of hang out with pitchers. Obviously you guys know his relationship with Gauze. That was more than just a regular relationship. Gosman was a great mentor to Logan. Great guy. I'm going to assume you guys probably ever had him on the show when he was here. But now, Woody, he's oh shoot! Now I just sorry.
Let me real quick. How are you on game day? How are you when you're at home and he's got a road start? Are you pacing? Are you throwing remote controls? Are you talking every single pitch? You're biting fingernails? Kind of, because I know I would be freaking out. I'm like that anyway, and I don't have no dog in the fight. What are you like on game day when your son is away, when you're not at the yard, when you're at home watching on the tube?
I'm pacing right now, man. And it's not just because I'm talking to you guys on the morning show. On game day I haven't missed a home start.
Wow.
Yet since he's been up, but when they're on the road, it's I'm luckily my bosses are all down in Southern California, so they're not listening to the show. But my production is probably not the best on game days. But yeah, I have not a normal routine, but yes, I'm a pacing mess on game day, and I can't sit down. Even during the game, that's even worse. Let's put it this way: in Little League, all the coaches, all the kids on the teams always called Coach Webb's bucket, because especially when my kids were pitching, because I just pace in the dugout the whole time, and so the ball bucket, that the kids all fight for to sit down on their I'm a pacing mess. And then as soon as he's done, it's like, I can relax.
There it is.
Thanks for coming on with us.
Big start in St. Louis this week. Giants schedule heating up here as they try to stay in the race here. 3 straight home series losses, but going to Colorado to sweep them. Logan looking to bounce back after a rough start in Colorado. Eric, we appreciate the time, man. We're rooting for your son, and it's a good thing that he's going to be a Giant for a long, long time here. Eric, thanks for the time today, brother.
Hey, thank you guys, and we're more than ecstatic about him being a Giant for a long, long time.
Hell yeah.
And Eric, continue to mute us on Twitter because we're irrational. Giants
we
fans.
all good.
All right, guys.
See you, buddy.
All right, Eric. Eric Webb here on the Morning Roast on 95.7 The Game.
Are you a pacer, as in someone who paces and gets up, sits down, moves
only in
around?
the fourth quarter?
What?
Only in the fourth quarter. First 3 quarters, I'm nice and relaxed because I realize there's 48 minutes in a basketball game.